maybe you have a taste for a specific restaurant, or maybe you need a pet area or a place to work out. The TruckSmart app finds the things that make life easier while you're on the road. If you aren't already, you can become an Ultra One member right through the TruckSmart app. Quickly and easily create a loyalty account to start earning Ultra One points, Ultra credits, and more. With TruckSmart, Ultra One members can manage their account, and the app delivers real-time updates on things like point balances and your monthly gear level. TruckSmart even gives Ultra One members an up-to-date tracker of the gallons of fuel needed to reach the next gear, so they can earn more points. Need an oil change or other truck maintenance? No problem. Ultra One members can also get in the TA truck service queue right in the TruckSmart app. Get real-time traffic and weather alerts, and with TruckSmart, help is there when you need it. You can connect with Road Squad Emergency Breakdown Service from the app in just one click. We've updated the app with a new intuitive design that will help you easily find what you're looking for. And we're always adding features to help make your time on the road stress-free. With the TruckSmart app, you can arrive at any TA, Petro, or TA Express location with confidence, knowing your time is well spent. Life on the road just got a lot easier with the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America.
Listen to you. Do not ride even simple. Anything, no. This is an executive message from Wiley to you. Be safe. It's summertime. Be safe. Wiley
The TruckSmart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the PumpSmart feature. To use PumpSmart, simply click the PumpSmart icon in the app. Just like always, TruckSmart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. TruckSmart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app or during the PumpSmart process. Next, you can save time with PumpSmart by entering information like your vehicle and trailer IDs. If you're using a new payment card for the first time, you must first enter this information one time at the pump. After that, you can edit this information right in the app whenever you need to. TruckSmart stores this information for you. Next, you'll receive a code. You'll receive this code right in the app. Simply enter this code every time at the pump and fill her up. Once you're finished at the pump, your receipt is logged in your transaction history and stored right in the app. It's fast and convenient. PumpSmart is just another way that the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America is making life on the road a little easier. You think you know Travel Centers of America's Ultra One program, but do you know today's Ultra One? Ultra One now gives you more. More points, more rewards, more options. Gear up to get more by signing up for Ultra One today. Ultra One is the loyalty program that saves you time and money just for fueling at TA, Petro, and TA Express locations. Take advantage of flexible reward points and reward credits that you can redeem on showers, meals, parking, and more. And it's free to be an Ultra One member. Ultra One's Gears program rewards you with points when you fuel. The more you fuel, the more points you earn. Ultra One members start off in first gear and receive 1 point per fuel gallon. Move through each gear to receive up to 4 times points per gallon. The more you fuel this month, the higher your gear level next month. Not only do you get points when you fuel, for fill-ups of 60 gallons of fuel or more, you earn a reward credit. In first, second, and third gears, reward credits can be redeemed for a shower. In fourth and max gears, you choose how to spend your Ultra credits: a shower, a meal, or reserved parking spot at any TA, Petro, or TA Express. The more you fuel, the more you get. You can redeem points in our well-stocked convenience stores, delicious full-serve or quick-serve restaurants, at our state-of-the-art TA truck service locations, for reserved parking, and so much more. And don't forget, the more you fuel this month, the more you'll earn next month. Sign up, gear up, and get more with today's Ultra One program.
Have you ever dreamed of working for a trucking company that had Blue Cross, Blue Shield, had 401k with a 4% match? If so, then you ought to call Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the trucking company that makes dreams come true. Wiley Sanders Truck Line is you. Do not ride even simple. It ain't no. This is an executive message from Wiley Sanders Truck Line to you. Be safe. It's summertime. Be safe. Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Wow. Did everybody have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. I'm still full from the weekend. I did a lot of eating. I did a lot of riding. Went to the Biscuits game. My first time and they lost. Don't nobody tell them that now because they may think I was bad luck to them. But I want to thank the TV station for sending us up there. We had family members up there with us and it was just nice. But let's get straight to the word of the day because I got a surprise. I got three beautiful ladies that's in here and they need you guys' help. And I know you're going to help. Anyway, the word of the day is, I thought it to be kind of humorous, but we really need this because I don't want to call him a fool, but it is some foolish stuff going on in this world. Am I right? Everybody agrees with that? Okay. So I went to Proverbs. I looked at Proverbs 24:7. It says, true wisdom, study Bible, says true wisdom is unattainable for a fool. He has nothing to say in the city gate. King James Version comes back and says, wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gate. Somebody may say, well, why would he read that? I read that to tell you this. If you are that, then you see you in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, and I'm nosy. So I know somebody going to say, well, why won't he just quit watching it? But every morning I watch the news and there's not a morning go by that something tragic has happened. I mean, you got people standing in the road pouring gas on people, setting people on fire. That's a fool. And we've got to pray and come together as one family. I've learned so much about being our brother's keeper. I've learned what that really means. It don't mean he's my blood brother. It means that if he's my brother in Christ, if he loves the Lord the way that I love the Lord. I ain't finna try to preach, but I want to get that off my chest. I'm telling you, I'm just aggravated with how these folks, as my granddad used to say, how these folks is acting. Now, we got that out the way. Good morning to all my Wiley Sanders Truck Lines drivers. Good morning to all my trainers. Yeah, y'all get a special good morning because y'all have a special job. I mean, you're career builders. You're building a career for somebody else. Now, I want to say, felt good this weekend. I went up to Birmingham Friday, and I met old Todd Dillon over there in the woods. See, us old folks, we'll still take them back roads, and he called me, want to know where was I headed. So, thank you, Todd, for thinking about old Hoss and giving me a call. But once again, this morning, I want you to open your hearts, open your ears, and listen to what these ladies have to say. Let me tell you something. Our young people are our future. Ain't no other way to look at it. Ain't no other way to say it. Because old folks like me, we on our way out of here. We on not out of here, but to go somewhere and sit down. I'm ready for it. I never thought I'd get to the day that I would be, but I'm getting ready for it. But I'll be right back.
Have you ever dreamed of working for a trucking company?
I'll be right back with the guest of the morning. All right, ladies.
Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck, or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.
Not his dump truck, but Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You get $30 every time you dump a load. Got Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. There's no other trucking company to work for than Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. $1,000 sign on bonus. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. I had a dream last night, girl. I dreamed I was driving a truck. Yes, like that.
That's not a dream. That's driving a truck. The Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
come by for the best of the day.
At Travel Centers of America, we know that life on the road can present challenges. That's why we created the Truck Smart app. The Truck Smart app makes life on the road stress-free by putting all of the services and amenities at TA, Petro, and TA Express right at your fingertips. And for Ultra One members, the app makes the perks of membership even easier to access. The Truck Smart app helps you get what you want when you want it. For starters, you can search Truck Smart to find which services are available at the TA, Petro, and TA Express locations that are around the corner or on your route. And you can reserve and pay for reserved parking or a shower right in the app. The app's simple and secure sign-in gives you the ability to securely link your credit card. Need a specific service for your truck or specialty fuel? Maybe you have a taste for a specific restaurant, or maybe you need a pet area or a place to work out. The Truck Smart app finds the things that make life easier while you're on the road. If you aren't already, you can become an Ultra One member right from the Truck Smart app. Quickly and easily create a loyalty account to start earning Ultra One points, Ultra credits, and more. With the Truck Smart, Ultra One members can manage their account. And the app delivers real-time updates on things like point balances and your monthly gear level. Truck Smart even gives Ultra One members an up-to-date tracking of the gallons of fuel needed to reach the next gear, so they can earn more points. Need an oil change or other truck maintenance? No problem. Ultra One members can also get in the TA truck service queue right in the Truck Smart app. Get real-time traffic and weather alerts, and with Truck Smart, help is there when you need it. You can connect with Road Squad emergency breakdown service from the app in just one click. We've updated the app with a new intuitive design that will help you easily find what you're looking for. And we're always adding features to help make your time on the road stress-free. With the Truck Smart app, you can arrive at any TA, Petro, or TA Express location with confidence, knowing your time is well spent. Life on the road just got a lot easier with the Truck Smart app from Travel Centers of America.
I would say to the clients to you, do not ride even simple. It is a no-no. This is an executive message from Wiley to you. Be safe. It's summertime. Be safe. Wiley to
The Truck Smart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the Pump Smart feature. To use Pump Smart, simply click the Pump Smart icon in the app. Just like always, Truck Smart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. Truck Smart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app.
Talking, I told you guys I had some lovely ladies, and they are talking about the summer fundraiser drive for Troy Elementary PTO. Now, these ladies need your help, and I know you will do it. And I'm gonna start to my far left. Would you give me your name and the class you teach and whatnot, and go around?
My name is Jade Blocker, and I don't teach, but I have a fourth grader at Troy Elementary School.
Is he in the fourth grade
He's
now?
in the fourth grade. Yeah.
I remember when you were born, Steve. I get older and older. Every time I have somebody on this show, I turn another year too old. I remember when that little boy was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my name is Elizabeth Hitchcock. I'm not a teacher. I will have a sixth grader, and I'm actually an optometrist at Vision Center South in Troy.
Okay. Well, folks like me can't see good.
Yes.
And I'm Anisha Glasgow. I'm also just a parent there. I'm vice president with the PTO. This is our vice president, and this is our treasurer at the PTO. So we represent that.
Oh, y'all got the, y'all smart. I'll tell you what I figured out. Y'all let the lady with the 4-year-old that husband work at the bank keep up with the money.
Right.
And we know it's a good bank because the advertising said it's the only bank you ever need. That is my problem. 'Cause I need them and they give.
Yes, they
And I
do.
have to pay
They
back.
give the Troy Elementary PTO as well. Thank you, Troy Bank.
Yeah, thank you, Troy Bank and Trust. Bo Cobbage is my banker over there. I love Troy Bank and Trust. So I've been over there a long time.
Yeah.
I'm mad about when them calls out of town, and I like being able to call Bo in here.
Yeah.
He'll make numbers and say, yeah, let me have it. But let me say this to you ladies. I am so thrilled that y'all asked little old me to help y'all do this. And I want to kick some ideas around to you. And not knocking nothing y'all do. But we do live in an economy where things are tight. And I was looking about the $1,000 donation. But I think I talked to you, Miss Glasgow. You said you take any donation. So I don't want people to look at our flyer and think, well, I ain't got $1,000 and not give nothing. I always say this, and a lot of people say I'm always talking about giving or doing something. That's just part of my job. The only one event I have every year is the bicycle drive. But I like to help in positive stuff. We're on like our 6th or 7th year now. And I can say it with all honesty. We never do nothing negative on this show. Stephen Sanders asked me what we was going to do about it. What were we going to do? I said, we're going to do trucking and we're going to do positive. You can go anywhere and find something negative. I want someone to go where we can find something positive. So one of the ideas I want to kick around to you ladies was, your son is 6, yours is 4. But if y'all could get some parents to help you guys, and we got together and had a car wash, and we could do it at my base. And let me tell you why I like this idea. Because all I could think when they left was, man, I wish my business was like that every day. But the Troy cheerleaders did a car wash at my place. Bo Cobbage did a gas drive at his place. So you could work on both. And where people that was buying gas, half was pumping gas, half was washing, and then we swapped at the end of the day. We raised over $2,500.
Oh, wow.
And I furnished the soap and the water, and it was just nice. Well, anything you do, when I talk about Wiley Sanders, I always talk about we still growing. So I wouldn't dare do that again the same way. I can just look at y'all ladies and tell somebody in this group could cook. We cooked some little cakes or sold some little popcorn. People tend to come when they get them little kids out there with their little hats on. We might probably have to help them wash some of them. I mean, you get in a car wash, it ain't like my guys detailing. If you want to detail it, put it on the back. These kids wash, you're going to get a $10 wash off. That's what we're going to do. You donate something to us. And I call the fruit man. You see the little black truck be going around with the fruit on it. I still think about this. He opened up his fruit truck and gave everybody an apple, a big old juicy red apple. There's so many things you can do. So I just wanted to extend that out there to you guys to tell you that. But I'm going to give a donation myself, whether we do that or not. But that was just an idea that y'all could go back and kind of think about it and talk about it. Now, back to the questions that I had. What got you involved in the PTO?
What got me involved in the PTO is before before he even went to Troy Elementary, I saw the wonderful things that PTO was doing. One thing that I know, I worked in childcare when I was in college, and I know that being a teacher is not easy. So when he got over to Troy Elementary for pre-K, I was like, I want to join the PTO because I want to do everything that I can do for our teachers and want to give back for our teachers. So, and he enjoyed seeing me at the school and things of that sort. So when I joined PTO for the first year, he was like, oh, Mom, I love that you're at the school. So I continue to do it and I continue to serve.
Well, that's sweet. You?
Well, I've been involved now almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years. My kids are spread apart. And so we moved here when my oldest was in 3rd grade. And at that time, we had a really small PTO. And with some new leadership, we really grew. And I think I just saw that there was momentum there. And I wanted to be a part of that and really serve at this school and then get to know teachers and other parents because we were new to the area. And I just never stopped because it was very rewarding. And I think that you see pouring into our local schools is a way to grow our community. It's one of our biggest assets as a community is our school system. So any way that I can serve there, I want to be involved.
Okay. Ms.
Well,
Gottschalk.
I was elected by one of the teachers. They thought that I had the qualities to actually do it, and I started off as vice president, and then I went to vice president to president, and I'm really enjoy it. The kids, they recognize me when they see me in school or out of school. And, they don't know my name, but they're like, hey. So that's really rewarding. Plus, we get to keep up with a lot of things that go on within the school that if you don't attend PTO or STEM meetings or things like that, you're kind of left out.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that our principal, she has things that, we can learn more about what the school is doing, keep our hands wrapped around it. To piggyback what the treasurer was saying, is teachers. That's always my number one. I love teachers.
Yeah.
And so I got into it to see what we could do to help them as well as our students.
Okay. The reason I asked that question was my mother was a teacher. She taught for years, and I used to go to school with her sometime. She taught a different school than I went to, but sometimes she'd take me by her class. Well, I always thought that was a big thing, want to teach her. But she had that compassion that she loved her kids. And as I grew older, I could understand what the mumbling was she would be saying. She did not like, and I'm just going to say it just like that, she did not like a parent that only showed up if there was a problem. I tell people all the time, kids, especially if I know their kids or something, and I see their kids somewhere, and I see them be real polite or do something nice, I call that parent.
Yeah.
And I tell them, oh, I saw little so-and-so, he was being so sweet, because of the fact of, if I'd have saw him and he was trying to tell out the world, I would have called and told that. So we have to praise our kids and let them know there's a reward in being good. And so when parents, and like you guys, when y'all come into the school and the kids get to know you, it's a joy of caring. God sees that too, and them teachers see that. I imagine they appreciate you guys for doing that.
Yeah.
So I was ecstatic when I was just called. I said, wow, okay, all right, the PTO people out, yeah. Because it's a good thing. When I go to a school, this is no joke, I go to schools and talk to driver trainees. These are people that have went to school that's going to drive a truck. And when I go to that school, I don't just try to sell Wiley Sanders truck line. I'm kind of boasted when it comes to Wiley Sanders truck line. I know we ready. I know we got what it needs. But what I try to do is let that individual know, if you live somewhere else and you may not be happy, let me step outside the box a little bit. Let me tell you about our school. Let me tell you about our hospital. Let me tell you about our university. Let me tell you about our mayor, Jason Reed, that you can pick up the phone and get him on the phone. Let me tell you about our sheriff, that you can pick up the phone and get him on the phone. What about our chief of police? You can pick up the phone and get him on. And then when I'm coming down the home plate, I go to the square.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about our little square where everybody's waving at everybody. Some people just go there and sit and swing and go to Bird's Drug and get a milkshake that I don't need.
Yeah.
I get mine to go because if you drink it, then they'll poke you that other little hand. Oh my God, I'm so scared when they sold that place. I said, oh man, I hope they don't spend it. But that's what Troy has. It's people like you that makes Troy do that. Good parents is willing to get in there and give your time up, because it takes time. I can't tell you, saw your husband for the second time this year. Well, how long he's been doing it? I think I'm on my third or fourth line. But Tim Collins, well, you get to it. And I just like the way they do that. It's just the parents get together. The more stuff we keep these kids in, this educational, but fun, the most likely they're going to go that left, right. It's not like the Bible talks about the two narrow roads. One is wide, a lot of fun, but the narrow one, people like you help them find that straight road.
Right.
Go to school, be something, do something. You can do it. I don't care what it is you want to do. You can do it because Troy has got it. My sister, and I'm gonna tell the truth. Honesty gonna get me in trouble one day. When she finished college, she got a job at Troy University teaching. And Mama had passed. I'll never forget it. And she come back to me, and she said, "I'm going back to school. They have told me if I go get my doctors that they're gonna give me a job." I said, "So you gonna quit a job you got to come back to school? So I can do it." What I was thinking was, Mama ain't here, so I know who this is. And I wasn't agreeing with it. I didn't agree with it. I just didn't agree with it. But now that I look back, that was one of the greatest things because she's been over there. She's on like her 20th year and she loves it.
Yeah.
She loves it. Troy's got a good university. It's got a good elementary school. My son went to school over there. So I've had kids go to school over there. It's clean over there. We bought a truck over there one time. Me and Robin Sullivan bought a big truck over there for the kids to see. And anytime, y'all know this, that anytime that you want to do something different, let them see something, just call me. You let me know ahead of time. I'll bring one of them trucks over there. Let them just climb around in it. Let them blow the horn. Let them take pictures of it, And I'll bring some tools out there and just show them things, I'm one of those ones, because I come in a family where it was split. My sister went on higher education. I went to school, I started making me some money. And I just kept getting out, but it's different roles. It's different roles for different people. I think I'm going to put y'all on the list that I put the Cattlemen's, Pike County Cattlemen's Association. They're real good in this community, and they give out scholarships, and they do things. And we're going to help you guys get some money up. We're going to do some things. You ain't got to do my idea. Now, that was just something I was doing out there, but whatever y'all do, I'm going to do, and I'm going to ask people to donate. Now, we're going to read this every morning on the radio. And I don't know. I need to know something. Do y'all have one of them things where you can send something? What do they call it? Y'all know I'm country now. Cash App and all that.
We do not have one that's through the school. We're working on figuring it out because we have some tight bylaws. So we're trying to.
Yeah, you have some tight bylaws.
Right. We're trying to.
Well, I know how to get up on this block. I'll tell people to get up with me because people.
And you also have my number.
Yeah.
So
And let me tell you something about people that they do. I'm talking to you and you out there in the audience. People will give in Troy.
They will.
I've been on a lot of projects and I've seen them give. All they want to know that it's on up and up. And I try to make sure if I put my name out there. I'm so glad to meet you. Been knowing you, did not know you, but I can just tell that smile you got. They gave you the hot seat, didn't they? They gave you the hot seat. But this is what the Bible teaches us, supposed to come together and dwell together and do good things. And do good things. This is good what y'all are doing. This is really, really good. Because I'm pretty sure you got kids. So I know you can do something else. You can be doing something else. When you got kids, you can
Definitely.
But that is good to see y'all get in there with the teachers. And I like what you said about you love the teachers. People don't realize this. I look at a teacher like I look at my trainers. You heard me speak to all my drivers. Then I said a special hello to my trainers. Because they teach other drivers. And we don't call it a driver train. We call it building a career. Because this guy goes to school for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks in the 3 school we take from. And then he come out of that and come to us for a 6-week training. And most of the time it's like this. I vetted this guy on the phone. If I've been to the school, well, I met him in person. But some school we just vet by phone. Sometimes we get on Zoom. But this driver has never seen this person before. He just know what I've told him about. I did start a program last year where if I know you're going with somebody, I get y'all to swap numbers and for y'all to text and talk. Because a lot of times you can get to talking to a person. I've seen them say, me and him ain't gonna work. That's okay. Just because you don't work with him, he may work with somebody else. And that's how I do that. So what I'm saying is when we get where we can help one another learn stuff. And that's what those teachers do. They teach our little babies. They teach our little babies. And I say the same thing. You can't pay them enough.
That's right.
Okay, what you pay them, it wouldn't be enough. I say the same thing about our trainers. You know, we got to let them, but you can't pay them. You can't overpay them. You can't overpay them. Especially the teachers that have kids.
Yeah.
Don't you know? I've seen my mom be working with other kids, you know, and I'm standing there with mine, and then she said, I'm going to do it. Then she had to turn around and get me. Because she didn't trust me helping my sisters. I think I would have did a good job, but she didn't trust me doing it. So what I want y'all to do, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep doing it. Keep throwing your arm around them, teachers, and tell them we're out here for them. We're going to do some things. And anytime you're home, man, like I said, I'll bring a truck over there or something and let them little kids see it. That'll make their little day.
Yeah.
You know? And when we bring them on our trucks now, we don't come empty handed. We bring some cookies or some donuts or something. We bring some goodies now. I like this neat little trick. I don't like the parade where you can't get the kids nothing. You know? But with the insurance and everybody trying to sue you, have to be real careful. We and some of the ladies, and let me just say some of the ladies, and I think I might have rolled about 2 bags. But we took some little sandwich bags and we put our candy in the sandwich bag. And we put a little rubber band around it. So when I drove the truck and I threw the candy, purposely, I threw it over their head. So everybody that's running to me got to run back to get the candy. And I spread that to everybody because it was such a unique way to do it. Because they're coming up to you and I could just, you know, when it's like light, you can't throw it with that bag. I could slang it straight over their head. They turn around and go that way. Because we don't want to take the fun out of stuff. Sometimes we make these rules that makes it so unfun no more. Well, we can't do that no more because of this. Well, let's figure out how we can still do it and make it safe. I'm all about being safe, but you know, you can't imagine the pressure be on our power ups when we taking them trucks over because it's a big deal. You know, you got to make sure. But I love talking to the kids and I talk to them. And when you got them good teachers out there, you can tell them good teachers. When kids come out there, they've been lying more. They've been lying. Then she can direct them. I said, she got it. But they still be smiling though. She's learned a way to do it, and they don't think she's mean. And I've seen them turn around now. What did we say before we came out there? I don't buy that kind of stuff because that takes time. It takes a compassion. I think you have to have a compassion to teach. It's like you guys, you have to have a compassion to deal with the kids because some of them don't have the proper home training. Some of them don't come from the kind of homes that your kids may come from. But you have to adapt to them.
That's true.
And show them that they love. But I ain't supposed to be doing all the talking y'all talking.
I agree with what you're saying. I nurse by trade, and I taught pediatrics for 15 years. And one of my biggest things was, you know, that kid they're seeing me today. You know, I mean, nothing else that went on in the world, they're just seeing me. So one of my biggest things was always loving them. I'll come past that door for that 30 minutes for my kids, you know, and you're very correct. They're not always, don't always have the home, the teaching that we all had, or the instructions. And people assume that they do. And that's really
that's when we got to help them more.
That's right. And so that's when you tell them, you know, we love you. How was your day? What's going on in school? And we will talk and, you know, do different things like that. And I now have grown kids that have kids and they say, we really wish you were still a pediatric nurse. So it's very rewarding. So I think the same thing about teachers. I have a 4th grader, but he still goes back to his 2nd grade teacher. For everything, he goes back there. If he's having a bad day, he's not feeling well, I don't have to worry.
Because she showed him that love and compassion.
And I think that he'll always remember her. He's had great teachers, but he goes back to that 2nd grade teacher for whatever it is. He goes to her and she takes care of him. And that makes you feel good as a parent to know that your children, when you drop them off, you're it's another home. So it's other moms there taking care of your kids.
Okay.
So that's why I do what I do as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me a unique story you've had since you've been on the PTO.
Goodness, there's a lot of
I know, just pick out one.
Goodness. Okay, so I will go back several years, and at that time, now we do a winter fest or winter wonderland. So, and in the past, we have done a fall festival, but our goal was to raise money for a new playground. And in fact, Wiley Centers did help with that. They donated some, so we were really appreciative. But it was a big deal, and we got some grants, and then parents were invited to come to the school and actually help kind of assemble and then put this playground together. We put out wood chips, and it was, in the summer really hot, but it was just one of the most rewarding things. And I think that's the power of the parents and the teachers and, the PTO working together. Because it was, I don't even know how much now. It was thousands of dollars to install this playground, and it is fantastic. It's really fun, still going strong. So I think that's been one of our biggest accomplishments over the years, and I think one of my favorite stories and memories about working with PTO. Yeah.
Okay.
So funny that she says the fall festival. My first year on the PTO, we had the fall festival. We were gearing for it. We were getting ready for it. We were excited about it. And I was pregnant with my second child, Chandler. And so I had signed up to do I signed up to be on the silent auction, stand on the stage. And so throughout this whole time, I was saying, Quentin, I'm so excited about this. It's going to be my first thing doing with the PTO, yada, yada, yada. And so, the week before the fall festival, I had Chandler, so I wasn't even able to attend. However, I was like, "Oh, I missed out on the fall."
I'll go out.
Yes, I was like, "Oh, I missed out on the fall festival." I was excited about this, yada yada yada. And while I was in the hospital bed, I texted one of my friends, Morgan, who was very involved in the fall festival. I said, "Morgan, I had the baby. I won't be there." And of course she was like, it's okay, it's fine, we'll take care of it, congratulations on the baby, all the above. So fast forward the next year, there was no fall festival. It was the Winter Wonderland, and I was like, I wanted to do the fall festival. But we had the Winter Wonderland, and Winter Wonderland was absolutely amazing. It ran smoothly. That was a really big fundraiser for us. So that was my unique story about PTO. So I've only been in it for 2.5, going into 3 years. So I'm sure many more will come.
Yeah. I have to tell this story on Q's wife. He used to cut my hair.
Yes.
And so I'm very reserved. I always look around at my surroundings.
Yeah.
And I even told my son this. I always admired. Every time I go over there, I seen something that he had got for the kids.
Yeah.
Whether it be a swing, whether it be a playhouse, and I saw that. And I've even a couple of times I've had called him and he said, I got to go to ball practice. I got to do that.
That's right.
Anytime you guys get the chance, some of these parents, they don't do better because they don't know better.
That's right.
I've always learned when we know better, we do better.
That's right.
And sometimes it takes that person to say, hey, look, and sometimes they gonna be ugly about it, they won't see, but they will never forget it. They will never forget it. It will eat at them, and they will see it because they see what they're supposed to do. And maybe their mother, their father didn't do it for them. That's even more of a reason. Every time I see my son doing something with my grandson, it makes me feel like, okay, I didn't make all mistakes. I made some, but I didn't make them all. Because I always took him a lot of places. I never will forget. I'm going to tell y'all the story on me. I think her name was Patsy, but they had what they call a soapbox derby. And she was trying to get it started in Troy, and it lifted up a little bit, but it fell back down. But anyway, the first year we was in there, me and Terry McPherson, used to be here, C-Spot, that was Troy Cable then. We built this car, me and Austin would go and work on this car every day. Now, I was kind of one of them tough parents, we're going to do work, you're going to get your school work and all. We worked on this car. And when we had the race, we had it over here on the street where the tennis courts at, down that hill. They blocked the hill out, and what was the legendary coach at Troy State?
Larry Blake.
Larry Blake. He had the football team down there with some tires to stop the car.
Wow.
Little to know, this child won.
Wow.
And I tell people, things weren't as good as they is now.
Yeah.
We had to go to Ohio. We had to go to Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
And I never will forget this. And I was like, oh my God. But I couldn't tell him no. Because he had won. Oh, I'm going to Ohio. And I was thinking, how are we going to Ohio? But I always worked, and I worked extra, and Jerry was so nice. He said, man, I got you into this because he helped me. He said, I got you into this. If you need some help, I'll help you. But I want to be a man, stand up on my own. So we went. And I mean, we was counting our money now. We went to Ohio, and we get a room. We had to get a room and everything. Well, the kids, that first night you was there, the next day, they took the kids to a park. That was all. And they kept them overnight. You had to say bye to your kids. And I wish I kept up with these people's names. I was just too young to do that then. Well, when I got back, I had a grill I got at Walmart. Bought a little old grill. And I sit outside the room and I was cooking. And there was some other fathers that was up there. You see all the different times. So they went and got me. I'll show you the blessing. I bought chicken that one night.
Wow.
The rest of that week, we eat hamburger and steak. People would just bring the meat to me, and I would just get out there and cook it. And we went that Thursday to the race, and the object of soapbox derby, you got to keep your head down.
Yeah.
And I never will forget it. And the parent walks the kid up the hill, and then they turn him loose. And this man in front of me, sometimes it takes somebody else to make you think of something.
Yeah.
They go down the hill in like 10 or 15 seconds. And so he let his little girl loose and she went down the hill. And he looks back at me and he said, come 1,200 miles for those 22 seconds. And he just went on down the hill. And I thought, man, I come 700 miles.
Yeah.
So I gave him this little coaching spiel. I said, do not let your head up. Just keep your head down. You got it. We had a good car that year. I said, all you got to do is hold your head down. You'll win. You got it? Yeah. Let him down that hill. He went down the hill, and we winning. So I'm competitive. I'm like, yes, sir. And right there at the end, he breaks his head. Another car, because it's all by, I don't know. And I never will forget. His mama says, you better come down here. He crying. I said, well, you better quit crying before I get down there. And I thought that was so funny. She was like, don't say that to him. He cried, you better come down here. I said, we better quit before I get down. But as kids, those memories, you can't go back. That's why I need y'all to reflect back on the reason you do it. And I'm going to tell you the reason you do it. You do it because love. This guy used to come on the radio all the time, and I wouldn't dare take it from him. I never say it without using his name. It was Kenny J. And Kenny used to always say when he get ready to leave, he said, no matter what the question is, the answer is love. There's a loving way to do anything. And you ladies, I can tell y'all, just got a loving spirit about y'all. The PTO, they're glad to have y'all. They're blessed. Y'all are blessed. Because you're dedicated. I got to do a thing this week on commitment, a part I got in this. Let's talk about commitment. And that's what you ladies made me think of. You committed to this. You have said to yourself, I'm sure you had to tell your husband that I'm committed to this and I'm going to do this. And there's going to be certain times that it's going to interrupt our schedule because I'm committed to this. I may have a meeting I have to go to. And when you get committed to something, you're going to do good. And you ladies are committed. So I'm going to take my hat off to you. And I got to make sure I got some. This is what I like about love. I can go off here. Y'all still on camera. Y'all can't do this thing. Y'all still on camera. Y'all still on the camera. I can't do this.
This is something.
But if I don't give them to you now, I'll forget it. But I want to give y'all a cup. I want y'all to know that while I stand in the cup like this, I respect what you're doing. I gotta get this box. So do y'all? How do y'all meet?
We meet once a month. Right now, our meeting times are every Tuesday, for the second Tuesday of every month at 5:30.
Yeah.
And we either meet in the library, thank you, or we meet in the cafeteria, depending on the crowd. So it may change this year, but what we have to do is the principal gets with all the other principals and all the athletic people, and we try to organize it around nothing, where we don't bump heads with something else. So this year it's been every Tuesday, the second Tuesday of every month at 5:30. So we're trying to figure out if it's going to be the same way this year, but at least once a month. And we have the Troy Elementary PTO has a website.
Yes.
PTO has a website for parents. So you can get in touch with us. We're very easy. If you're social media, we can be found. So, and we keep that updated.
I want you to give this because you said something that really struck my attention. I listen. I pay attention. You said the principal is so helpful in what y'all doing. Take them a cup. Take them a cup. And tell them they're blessed to have you. They're blessed to have you. And I can tell good quality when I say it. Y'all committed.
Yeah.
So I got to stay committed all week. And I got to do this thing when it's not about commitment.
Yes.
So y'all just help me. Be committed to what you're going to do. And do it from love and do it from your heart. Love starts in your heart.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, and I saw Trace Park, our president. We had a school there. We had several different schools there. I forget, it was Career Day. And Kate Barfield asked me to help with it, and I helped set it up. We did it down in the shop. And the president of the company said something that made a lot of sense. He said, wherever you go, he was like seniors, he said, wherever you go, wherever you do, get somewhere and stay. Pick something you like, but get somewhere and stay. Get to learn your co-workers and grow.
That's right.
We live in a world where nobody gives nothing no time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure along this road, y'all probably thought, oh man.
Yeah.
But you stay committed.
That's right.
You stay committed. One little bump in the road, if you head to Walmart and you hit a pothole, you don't turn around and go back home.
Yeah.
You get your car fixed and you go on to Walmart.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying to y'all. Stay committed. Stay committed. And you'll watch it grow. You've seen it grow. Your kids. It's those little babies, I see them and I just think about kids are so beautiful. And my son, he looks at me when my grandson does something. And he looks at me and go like, he'll say, your granddaddy gonna get you, your granddaddy gonna get you. And I like take it from him and just like put it up. He'll just like look at me.
That's not the same that I had.
I said, I ain't got to do it. It's going on with you. I can handle it. But if you don't tear this house down in 2 days, I'll be fine with it. I'll be fine with it.
Well, while we're talking about commitment, we are looking for committed parents to join PTO.
There you go. How would they get up with you guys to join?
Yes, so you guys can come to the meetings. We have a Facebook page, and most of the time we post on our Facebook page that we are going to have a meeting. And like Manisha said, it may change. If it changes, we'll update on our Facebook page. If you have any questions about PTO, me or Elizabeth usually check the PTO Facebook page. Please inbox us. Reach out to us personally if you all would like to do that as well. The teachers at the school have information on PTO. We would love to have whoever would like to come and join us.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
That's
no fee. It's just volunteer.
Yeah.
We just need you, and you don't. We realize that a lot of parents work and have sports and other things, but just a little bit of time. You do not have to come to every meeting.
Right.
You don't have to come to any meetings. We post areas where we need volunteers and help, and just to do that is enough. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
good. That's good. That's
For
really.
our teachers,
Yes.
we need to know how we can help, what we can do to be supportive. And with that being said, we support you. You support us.
Yeah.
We work as a team and as a group. We can get it done.
Aw.
And then a big shout out to a lot of our local companies. I wish I had time to name all of our businesses in Troy.
Yeah.
We did Teachers Appreciation Week in May. We did something every day for the teachers during that week. But that Friday we did $50 gift cards
Yeah.
to 170 staff at Troy Elementary. And that is all thanks to our local businesses that were willing to donate back into their businesses or go out and get gift cards. Our teachers were really appreciative, and we hope that when they come in with their gift cards, they will tell you thank you. So,
Well, I want to make sure that y'all know this now. I am going to take this to Trace today, and with Sanders, I know we're gonna give you a donation, and also the Trojan detail that's gonna give you guys. Y'all want me over today?
Yeah.
I've been talking to you on the phone, and we've been just talking, and the sister.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She is.
Yes. She's, thank God we have her.
Sister,
I
nice, but the
Yes.
sister.
Yes.
And you need that. You need that. That's what I am. I'm that one guy
Yeah.
that, his truck ain't ready. Okay, what time is it gonna get ready? He's been here since 9 o'clock.
Yes.
Man, he really needs to go.
That's right.
Would you call me when you get it ready? You need that person that
You do.
but be nice.
Yes.
Be humble.
That's right.
I'm learning, and I'm gonna tell you something. I can tell that you ladies do this, and this is something even at an old age I'm still working on because it takes a long time. Realize that it's not all about you.
That's right.
right.
It's about what you're doing. It's not all about me. It's about what I'm doing.
That's
If you put that first, when I'm hiring a driver, it's not about, okay, I got more numbers than anybody else this week. It's about that individual has made a commitment to come here. I want everything I said to come like I said. Whether it be whatever I've said, I want it to run like that. And when you humble yourself, as you do, and give your time up.
That's right.
People don't realize your time is more than money.
Yes.
Yes.
The late great Wiley Sanders told me something one time, and I didn't understand it till years later. But I had cows, and give you a little country story. For every 5 cows, I think you need an acre of land. Well, I had like 25 acres of land, but half of it was wood. Anyway, I had too many cows. And one day we was coming back off a trip, and I told him, I said, "Whoa, it's cold out here. I gotta go out here and feed these cows." And so he asked me how many I had, and I told him. He said, "Are you making any money?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I really never put a pencil to it." He said, "Ask me where I was getting my hay from. I was buying my hay." Well, he donated me some hay, and he told me to pick up everything and see it. I'm gonna speed this up and see that I make any money. So I come back, the next year. I had my figures all together. I hadn't made much, and I wanted to be honest. I said, "I think I made about $1,000, boss." I said, "Oh, you gave me that." He said, "Okay." He asked me what I figured up, and I told him everything. And he said, "Where's your labor at?" I'm like, confounded. What you mean by labor? He said, "Your time. What are you worth? How many cold nights did you go out there? What is that worth an hour?"
Yeah.
And so when you ladies are giving your time, realize that your time is very valuable.
That's
You
right.
give away a lot. You take from your family time, and you do things, and that's a pricely price.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that, and I thank you for what you're doing for Troy. And I gotta hear.
Yeah.
Sometimes you talk to people and you realize you say, "Okay, got to be a little part of it."
Yes.
Kelly Sanders and I, we did the miracle field at the sports.
Yes.
I'm on that door as well.
I never forget. And we got spin bicycles in here, and it was 3 guys, me, Frankie Saris, and Kevin Baker.
Yeah.
Went against Kelly Sanders, Doug Kitchen's wife, and a lady from the rig. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, I can't remember her name, but from the rig. And we rode. And each one of us had 15 minutes. And so they put me with Kelly. My 15 minutes went against her. And I was so tired. But I just did not want to lose on that bicycle.
Yeah.
And the losers had to take a pie.
Oh.
So I had told my guys, I said, because I had to talk them into doing it. So I told them, I say, if we lose, I'll take the pie.
Wow.
That was a bad mistake. Nevertheless, we lost. And they supposed to take 1 pie off the top of the head.
Wow.
Well, all 3 of them had a pie. They didn't tell me that. So I was like sitting there, and you get that first initial pie, and you go, I can do this.
Yeah.
Then boom, 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 boom. Oh, I said all that to say this. That day when we went to the rig, and Mr. Dan come out there, and Sanders presented, and it was just so hard feeling to know I was a part of this.
Yeah.
All I did was a lot of talking, and I rode a bicycle, and I took some pies, but I was a part of this.
Yeah.
When you be a part of something that's worth something,
That's right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So never doubt your worth or what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. Just stay like you are because it's worth something.
That's right.
Some kid that didn't have the chance to get the chance, because I know if you ladies see him, y'all gonna throw your arms around. And I like that. I wish all parents was like you guys and did what was right, but they don't. But until they do, we got to keep encouraging them. Don't down them. Let's just encourage them. I encourage them. I encourage them to do good. I tell young people all the time. I got a lot of young drivers in there, and I throw my arm around them, and I just, I coach them along. And if I see them going down the road, I let them know.
That's right.
But this ain't gonna work. You went to school. Don't throw this away.
Yes.
You got your chance. That's what we got to do. You know what? I got to get y'all out of here. I said I wouldn't keep y'all on. I got 8 minutes. I got to get y'all out of here because I got to talk about some drivers of the month. Some stuff. Thank y'all. Tell everybody hi. Tell your husband hi. Tell them hi. Tell your husband hi. Tell them hi. Okay. I always tell people to do that because, you get home, you're on TV, you ain't telling them about me. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You're welcome.
It had Blue Cross, Blue Shield, had 401k with a 4% match. If so, then you ought to call Wiley Sanders Truck Line, the trucking company that makes dreams come true.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line is for you. Do not ride using simple. It ain't no. This is an executive message from Wiley Sanders Truck Line to you. Be safe. It's summertime. Be safe. Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck, or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.
Ooh, not his dump truck, but Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You get $30 every time you dump a load. Got Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. There's no other trucking company to work for than Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. $1,000 sign on bonus. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. I had a dream last night, girl. I dreamed I was driving a truck. Yes, like that.
That's not a dream. That's driving a truck from Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
That's right. It's driving a truck. The company that makes dreams come true. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck, or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.
Ooh, not his dump truck, but Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You get $30 every time you dump a load. Got Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. There's no other trucking company to work for than Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. $1,000 sign on bonus. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama. I had a dream last night, girl. I dreamed I was driving a truck. Yes, like that.
That's not a dream. That's driving a truck from Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
That's right. It's driving a truck. The company that makes dreams come true. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Come drive for the best today.
At Travel Centers of America, we know that life on the road can present challenges. That's why we created the Truck Smart app. The Truck Smart app makes life on the road stress-free by putting all of the services and amenities at TA, Petro, and TA Express right at your fingertips. And for Ultra One members, the app makes the perks of membership even easier to access. The Truck Smart app helps you get what you want when you want it. For starters, you can search Truck Smart to find which services are available at the TA, Petro, and TA Express locations that are around the corner or on your route. And you can reserve and pay for reserved parking or a shower right in the app. The app's simple and secure sign-in gives you the ability to securely link your credit card. Need a specific service for your truck or specialty fuel? Maybe you have a taste for a specific restaurant, or maybe you need a pet area or a place to work out. The Truck Smart app finds the things that make life easier while you're on the road. If you aren't already, you can become an Ultra One member right from the Truck Smart app. Quickly and easily create a loyalty account to start earning Ultra One points, Ultra credits, and more. With Truck Smart, Ultra One members can manage their account. And the app delivers real-time updates on things like point balances and your monthly gear level. Truck Smart even gives Ultra One members an up-to-date tracker of the gallons of fuel needed to reach the next gear, so they can earn more points. Need an oil change or other truck maintenance? No problem. Ultra One members can also get in the TA Truck Service queue right in the Truck Smart app. Get real-time traffic and weather alerts, and with Truck Smart, help is there when you need it. You can connect with Road Squad Emergency Breakdown Service from the app in just one click. We've updated the app with a new intuitive design that will help you easily find what you're looking for. And we're always adding features to help make your time on the road stress-free. With the Truck Smart app, you can arrive at any TA, Petro, or TA Express location with confidence, knowing your time is well spent. Life on
With Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Man, it was a joy to talk to those ladies. They're doing good for the PTO here in Troy, the Troy Elementary School. You know, I pray to God that I can always do stuff like that. Those ladies were so committed to what they're doing. I have a driver that's committed to what he's doing, and I asked him to call me. And I want to tell all my drivers out there, and I want to give you all the number. The number is 670-0052. We're going to call it Tell Me Where You Are. Tell me where you are in this time, with this day. I want you guys to go to calling me and let people hear you. Yeah, he's not going to make it easy. That's my fault. That's my fault. Well, according to my watch, we got one more minute. You know what he said? My watch, no good. Your watch, no good. My watch, good watch. Good watch. See, y'all can't see this, but I can see it back there. Good watch. Your watch, no good. No good. Hey, what am I about to say? If you can't be nice, if you can't say something nice to someone, then don't say nothing. We love you at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We love Pike County. We love Troy. We love everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye,
Come to Wiley
goodbye.
Sanders Truck Line and drive a over-the-road truck. Or come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line and drive a dump truck.
Not my dump truck.